Day one of my time management course. Thank you for being one of the select few people who will be on this course, because it's really hard to maintain quality when you don't know the people that are doing your courses, and when there's lots of people who aren't particularly invested in it. So now that you've committed to this, you're one of the few people who signed up just in time to be able to secure yourself a place. So well done to you, first of all. We're going to go on a journey together. Today is introduction, and today I'm going to tell you a bit about why I created this course. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an osteopath. I'm an elite coach. I have a family. I have 2 young kids. I have a few businesses. I coach people to get healthier. I coach people with their businesses. So I do events around the country and around the world, and I am pretty busy, as well as maintaining my health and training for competitions like marathons and things like that. So time management is obviously really important, because I couldn't do any of those things unless I managed my time effectively. And I'm going to teach you all that I've learned from spending thousands of hours reading books, which is another one of my passions. So books, courses, mentors, everything that I know, I'm going to give it to you for free, and I'm going to teach you the best of what I know and what's applicable to our community, because the needs of our community are very different to the general public. So let's get into it. I am going to be talking about why I started this. I've got my notes of it, so excuse me if I look towards that direction. I was trying to juggle everything. I was getting burnt out. I wasn't exercising, and then I was feeling crappy because I wasn't doing that. I wasn't sleeping enough. I was letting my Amritavela slip, and my meditation and that type of stuff. So now I feel like I'm in a much better place. I have a lot more balance. I have time with the kids, and so it's really important to sort out your time, because it's the only asset that you can never get back, and it's the only asset really that really matters, because if you control your time, you control everything else. So now I'm a lot less anxious, I'm a lot less stressed, I'm a lot less burnt out. I can sleep without thinking, oh, I need to do this, or I'm behind on this, which is great. So I'm going to teach you how to do the same things. And part of it is about winning back your time, because when your time is not yours, it's very difficult to manage it. So we're going to be talking about that as we go through the course. Over the last 10 years, I've been building a business. I've been successful at that. I have, multiple successful businesses, and I have, a great family, and I have great health. I'm in great shape, and mentally I'm in a good place. And so I'm going to be giving all that to you in terms of how I did it. And there's no charge, so that you can hopefully benefits you, it benefits your family, and then you can pay it forward and help other people too. So everyone has the same amount of hours. I'm shocked by this, but it's true. If you look at people like Will Smith, other people who do loads of stuff, they have the same amount of hours in the day as us. So they're using it differently. They're using those hours differently, and that's what we want to really dial in on and figure out. So how do you do it? We're gonna talk about using the time you do have effectively. So if you have an hour, how do you use that time most effectively? How to switch off. So when you're not working, it's really important to effectively rest and recuperate. So if you're not switching off, you're not going to be as effective in the times that you are working, or that you are working on doing other stuff. Like if you're exercising, you're not going to be as effective if you haven't had effective rest and recovery. So that's a really important facet of this. Maintaining spouse relations. So if you're doing anything, like if you're building businesses like me, it's going to take time. And then how do you effectively communicate that with your partner? Because if your business builds, then you're going to have more free time to spend with the family, but initially you're going to have less potentially. So it's about communicating that. At what point do you get a team, so to people to help, so you're not trying to do everything by yourself and keep all the balls up in the air without dropping any by yourself, which is a bit of a feat. And opportunities. So you're constantly going to be getting asked, oh, can you do this, can you do that, what about doing this? I've recently been asked, I get lots of opportunities, fortunately, which is a great position to be in, but you have to respectfully decline a lot of them, because they might not be in line with what your goals are, and we're going to be talking about that too. So your first assignment is, this is just an introduction. I don't want you to wait until you start the course to actually do something. So I want you to do something today, and you pick right now what it's going to be to make your time more effective. Now, here's some suggestions. One might be you have you work for a bit and then go for a walk, take a break, because you're going to be more productive in the time that you are working. The other might be that you get a good night's sleep tonight. Another might be that you make a list so that you know what you're working for. When you are working, you know what to do. Another might be you write down your why, like why you're doing all this in the first place. That can really help in terms of keeping you focused when you potentially could be getting distracted and end up on YouTube and Facebook. So that's your homework today, and I'll catch you on tomorrow's assignment.